Good morning. It is 7:30. It's 45 degrees out. But the air quality today is going to be good. It's green. It's August 17th. And the high is going to be 82, and it'll be around at 3 o'clock today. So it's definitely cooling off fast. Like, we went from super hot to moderate. Look at these beautiful sunflowers. So bushy. But not as thick back there or as tall as... They are tall. But they're not near as tall. But I wanted to go outside the fence today and see. I got smart because because everything was uploading fast, so I uploaded yesterday's video yesterday. Do I need to snip that one off before the birdies come along? Because I have to be greedy this year. Ooh, I need to snip that one too. Before the birds start getting in there. I've been getting a few of them here and there. Before the birds get... Oh, this one too. Before the birds start getting at it. Oh, the mosquitoes are already out. Notice that mosquitoes... Oh, and then, of course, I tore up all of this yesterday. Look at all that weeds. I did move the irises yesterday. I'm gonna go all, like, I don't know, it's like a bunch of pansies right there. And, I don't really want to dig all that up, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, I made such a mess. It was a 10 times bigger mess, but I've like slowly, because I'm trying to prep the area for building a lintel porch. Out here's looking good. Oh, I still need to tie that one up. It's supposed to rain again. So today's Saturday, so it's saying that there's like a 30% chance of raining next Saturday. I transplanted some of them over there. Trying to get this, like, my dog is just like, whatever it is. I do think it's a cat, though, because I heard some meowing last night when Serenity and I were messing around outside. Oh, let me tell you about Serenity. I see a piece of glass. Is that a piece of glass? It is a piece of glass. See, whenever it rains, stuff comes up. I'm so paranoid walking down the aisles. Because I did hear a cat meowing. And Serenity said she thought she saw black cat outside, but we're not for sure. Whew, lots of buggies, especially back here. But I'm not seeing any gifts, I guess. That's what we're gonna call it. That's good news. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's just a cat doing it, then I don't care. I hate looking in here, but I am going to. Gotta try to get me some boys to move that. Anywho, so Serenity, I guess, has been, like I think I said something about it yesterday. I cleaned that window out. Oh, those trumpets are looking so pretty. Those are the only ones blooming. So when I collect the seeds this year, when I plant those, I have to plant them somewhere, I guess, where it gets a lot of warm morning sun is what I think they're after. But we'll see. Oh, and I did some stuff out here. Anyway, so Serenity, likes to stay up. See, look at this mess. My transplants and stuff. So, you know. That's how that goes. Looks good, though. I need to mow. And clean up my messes. Instead of just leaving my messes everywhere. It's like slowly coming together. I mean, it used to look like that field over there. Only really uneven and crazy. And it had never been worked. So, because this was just a vacant lot. A lot like that one, but he works his vacant lot. He has like cows and stuff. And different animals, and he mows it regularly. This wasn't like that. I had to really work on it. Anyway, so Serenity likes to stay up all night and then sleep all day. So she keeps like, she's missing out on a lot of things because she's sleeping all day. And her parents keep telling her, well, you need to go to bed at night. I mean, she goes into her bedroom and the lights go off the whole 9 yards, but she just waits for everybody else to fall asleep, and then she gets up and, you know, does whatever she wants. So anyway, she shows up at my house yesterday at, it was like 8:30. And I was like pretty surprised because I was like, oh my gosh, you're awake. And she's like, no, I just haven't been to bed. And my plan is to stay up all day today. And then that way I'll sleep all night. And then I'll be, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's your plan? So what are you going to do to stay awake all day? And oh, there's another sunflower. And she's like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I told her, I said, well, if you go take a shower, that will like re-energize you. Oh, I didn't know that African daisies closed up at night. I did not notice that before. Oh, these horrible, horrible, horrible. If I stand out right out here, then the mosquitoes they're like less interested in me. Anyway, so I said, okay, well, I was digging around in the garage for like a little piece of wood, like the right size. And she's like, I don't want to take a shower. I'm just going to go and hang out at your house and, you know, like just stay awake. And I was like, okay. So I'm like digging around in the garage for a little while. And then, is that another piece of glass? It sure is. And, so I find a piece of wood. It couldn't have been more than 5, 10, 15 minutes at the most. And I walk, you know, through my house and I look over. She's crashed on my bed, just completely snoozing away. So all day long, so she fell asleep about 9 o'clock is what I'm guessing. And then at noon, no, 12:30, I took Bailey, my neighbor's daughter, to her volleyball practice at the school. And then I went to lunch because I got lunch for doing that. Her mom bought me lunch at the restaurant for taking her daughter to practice. So then I had lunch, and then I came back home. She was still crashed. Look, we all live on the same property. There's 7 of us, so it's not like she was home alone. And Landon knew where she was at because I'd seen him numerous times, and I told him. And then I came back home. She was still sleeping. Oh, there's more glass. I see another piece. The rain always does bring it. Usually in the winter time is when I find all the pieces. But here's a piece of metal. Anyway, so she stayed asleep. I ended up going picking up my friend from one job and taking her and dropping her off at the dinner tree because that's where she works. Her second job. Came back. So I left the house maybe like 2 or 3 times. And then came back. She was still sleeping. And then like around 5 o'clock, I woke her up. And I was like, no, it was like, I took my friend. She had to be at work at, I left here at like 3:40. So I was back by 4. And she was still sleeping. So I woke her up and said, hey, you know, like, you haven't gone in the house and gone to the bathroom. You haven't, like, checked in with your parents. Like, nothing. Your mom's going to be home from work in, like, an hour and a half, hour. And your dad's been home all day. So, like, you should go and check him. Nope. She stayed until it was dark. Oh, no. Her parents came home and then they went to Bend. That's what happened. And then, which I knew that, but she didn't. And she stayed at my house and then it got dark. And she's like, I'm ready to go home now. Can you walk me home? And I was like, okay. So I don't anticipating her being awake today. I don't know what time she went to bed last night, but boy, her sleep schedule is, like, she's struggling with it herself. But I think that's why they're letting, because every year they go through this. And usually, like, they try to force it, and it's a big fight. And, like, my daughter just doesn't want to fight this year. She just was like, I'm not doing it. I want Serenity to take responsibility and accountability for the reason why she has to fix the problem herself. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to be a fight. And it's never going to get resolved. And I think that's a fantastic idea because Serenity now is worried about it. Now she is thinking, how can I reverse my own schedule? She's only 10. And obviously, she's not going to be able to do it completely on her own. My daughter will have to step in eventually. But it's like, you know, it's a continuous problem that my daughter doesn't want to have to keep fighting. Look, this is another zinnia. And for the new subscribers, Serenity is my 10-year-old granddaughter, my youngest grandchild. She's my youngest. So, I have 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. And Serenity's the youngest. And the 2 boys, Landon and Ryder, live here. And then, of course, Mason. Wow, that's a gorgeous shot right there if you didn't have the house in the shot. Bam. Big, beautiful sky. Look how gorgeous the sky is today. Oh, peace, love, and happiness. I forgot I was going to wish you guys all the good vibes first. That was like my, I wanted to do that for, look, there's a random marigold growing in the crack. It's like all of a sudden now all these random marigolds are popping up everywhere. So I guess they're just picky about their locations. Oh, man, what an exciting... Everybody's it's Saturday. Yeah, so Alicia's working. Amanda's working. Robbie and Trevor are off. Miko's off. So I guess the guys are all off today. But then Landon, my 14-year-old grandson, asked me if he thought that Trevor, his uncle, my son, my only son, would take them to Anna Reservoir today if it was super nice. So it looks like it's only going to be 82, so it's not going to be very warm today. But it looks like it's going to be just absolutely stunning. I mean, out there you can still see the haze of smoke, but directly above me is blue. And I am excited because it's going to have good air quality today, which means that when I take my medicine, maybe by like noon or something, I'll be completely clear. It'll be like a really good sinus day for me. Less sneezing. Actually, I feel like I sneeze when it's like my first good day. It's like I gotta sneeze and get the rest of it out or whatever. Because I woke up this morning sneezing. That's what woke me up. I had a bunch of sneezing, so I was like, my sinuses were clearing. Even with the medicine, they're still slightly stuffed. I trimmed the spearmint and the mint off because somebody I know makes, I don't know, she does something with it. I don't know what she does. But she wanted a bunch of mint, so I was like, okay. So I took her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or no, I used 2 barrels. And then I took her 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, you know, full clipping the whole thing. And then I used some because I like to use some for teas and just different stuff. And then I also like to take the stuff that I'm not going to use and tuck it underneath, like, the cabinet next to my dog's dishes. And, like, just, it smells nice when you first enter the door because it's, like, in the kitchen area. And then it's easy to sweep up when it's all dried out. And it keeps, like, mice and stuff from entering my home. Like, I keep it by the door, the entry, because sometimes I like to leave the door open. I don't want unwanted guests. Well, and this is the first time I've ever used, like, large quantities of it, because I'm paranoid, because if this cat's out here killing all these mice, then there's got to be tons of mice somewhere. I just haven't noticed them until I started finding that stuff. So, anyway, we're at 17 minutes. We're going to call it quits. So, peace, love, and happiness. I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful hour, week, minute, seconds. I hope you get lots of rest. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Or if it's your day off, I hope you relax. Take care of yourself. And I hope that it's just going to be a bright and sunny day for you. I really want that. All right. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.